Is real estate still a lucrative investment option in India? Listen to what Nikhil Kamath, co-founder of Zerodha, has to say about it.
How do you evaluate real estate today? Because there was a lot of optimism around recovery in real estate, and you were talking about fractional ownership in real estate, which I think is a completely different story. From an equity market perspective, how does that piece look to you?
I feel like I have been a real estate bear from as long as I can remember. I've been from when I've been a teenager, I've hated real estate. From when I could afford to buy a house much later in life, I've been a bear on real estate. The only property or house, commercial, residential, whatever I own is the one house that my parents live in. I don't have anything else whatsoever. I feel like land, even though we are told is finite, is truly infinite. I have a lot of real estate developer friends, and they often tell me, always more number of people, same amount of land, demand for real estate will perpetually go up. For a population to remain stagnant, if you take India, for example, every couple needs to give birth to about 2.1 kids, which is our replenishment rate, and where the population has a status quo as such. I think India was at 4.5, but we're quickly falling. I think the last census said that outside of Bihar and UP, every other state, that number has gone below 2.1. In Karnataka, for example, it's 1.7. I think that argument where the population is going to be double what it is today in 30 years from now might no longer hold true. And I don't think we have to wait for 30, 40 years. When people become cognizant to this fact that there will be fewer people maybe in the next decade or whatever, I think one will realize how inflated an asset class like real estate truly is. Outside of that, if steel prices have gone up by 70-80%, if copper is up, if zinc is up, if concrete is up and cement is up and labor is up, why the margins of real estate companies are not going down is a mystery. At some point, I think they will. And beyond a price, every asset becomes unaffordable, right? If a house today for 50 lakhs is affordable to X number of people, that house at 75 lakhs is affordable to much lesser number of people.
Right.
So for many reasons, I don't like real estate. I have never liked real estate. I'm a fairly bearish person in life. One of my fondest bear ideas is real estate. Unfortunately, it's very hard to short real estate, especially in India.
Real estate investment has long been considered a lucrative avenue for wealth generation worldwide, including in India. However, beneath the surface of promising returns lie a myriad of challenges and pitfalls that make real estate investment a risky and potentially unfavorable option in the Indian context. One of the primary concerns associated with real estate investment in India is the prevalent regulatory uncertainties. The sector has historically grappled with convoluted laws and inconsistent policies, making it challenging for investors to navigate through the regulatory landscape. Frequent changes in regulations and taxation policies have created a sense of instability, discouraging potential investors from entering the market. Moreover, the slow pace of legal dispute resolutions further compounds the risks associated with property ownership, deterring investors seeking a secure and predictable investment environment. The Indian real estate market has witnessed significant fluctuations in recent years, exposing investors to substantial volatility. Prices of properties have often skyrocketed, fueled by speculative buying and irrational exuberance. However, such price hikes are often unsustainable and are not supported by the underlying fundamentals of the economy. Market corrections have been known to occur abruptly, leading to sharp declines in property values. Investors who have purchased properties at inflated prices have found themselves stuck with depreciating assets, resulting in financial losses and limited exit options. Another major concern with real estate investment in India is the persistently inflated property prices. The rapidly increasing demand for urban housing, combined with limited supply, has led to skyrocketing prices in many cities. This has created an affordability crisis, making it increasingly difficult for middle-class and aspiring homebuyers to enter the market. From an investment perspective, high property prices pose a significant risk as they limit the potential for future appreciation. Additionally, the high entry barriers for affordable properties make it challenging to diversify investments across various segments of the real estate market. Investing in real estate often requires a long-term commitment, as properties are illiquid assets that cannot be easily bought or sold. Unlike stocks or bonds, which can be traded quickly, selling a property can be a time-consuming and complex process. The illiquidity of real estate investments ties up capital for an extended period, limiting the flexibility to respond to changing market conditions or seize other investment opportunities. This lack of liquidity poses a significant risk, particularly during economic downturns when investors may face difficulties in monetizing their investments or adjusting their portfolios. Real estate investment in India is accompanied by numerous hidden costs that can erode potential returns. Apart from the purchase price, investors must bear expenses such as stamp duty, registration fees, and brokerage charges. Additionally, property maintenance can be a significant financial burden, especially if the property remains vacant or requires regular repairs. These costs reduce the net returns on investment and can further strain an investor's financial resources, particularly if the property fails to generate rental income or appreciate in value as expected. While real estate investment has been traditionally viewed as a safe and profitable option, it is essential to recognize the inherent risks and challenges associated with investing in the Indian market. Regulatory uncertainties, market volatility, inflated prices, illiquidity, hidden costs, and maintenance burdens are among the significant drawbacks that make real estate investment a less favorable option in India. Investors should carefully evaluate their risk appetite and consider alternative investment avenues that offer better liquidity, transparency, and diversification opportunities. By understanding the pitfalls and making informed decisions, individuals can protect their financial interests and seek avenues that align better with their investment goals.